Hey guys, how you going? Hope you're all doing very well. This afternoon I'm going to be doing yet another movie review, so hopefully you find this one interesting. This movie is a drama from Russia, Russian language English subs, released in the year 2019, directed by Alexei Chupov and Natasha Merkulova, and this film is called The Man Who Surprised Everyone. So The Man Who Surprised Everyone is set in a rural town in Russia. You have a park ranger who's been diagnosed with terminal cancer and he doesn't have long left to live. So he's very concerned about the well-being of his wife once he passes away. So this causes a very deep and dark depression. But then one day out of nowhere he approaches his wife and the townspeople dressed as a woman. Now no one understands why he's done this. The wife believes he's lost his mind and she wants him to pass away peacefully, but she believes that this is going to really complicate things because not only is she very confused, but also the townspeople don't appreciate this new look and they're going to react very violently, which ultimately puts these two in great danger. So why this man is dressed as a woman and whether or not they are actually safe is something you're going to have to find out for yourself, because that's as far as I'm going with my synopsis. Now my thoughts on The Man Who Surprised Everyone. I didn't really know too much about this film, but I wanted to watch this movie online with a friend of mine, so we chose this film because of the fact that it is Russian. And Russian movies are very well known to be very courageous. They challenge the Russian society and challenges the Russian government as well. So that is quite a scary thing to do, but Russians are very well known to actually critique their own society. So the reason why I wanted to see this movie is because when I saw the trailer I thought it looked very challenging, and it was the type of movie that I could discuss with my friend, and it was going to challenge the audience and with that thought-provoking material, which is exactly what I got from The Man Who Surprised Everyone. This is a very heavy film. It's a movie that is taking on a very, very challenging topic, but it's a very important topic because it's a topic that's actually happening as we speak. And this topic is the reaction to difference, the reaction to people who come out against that social norm and how people can react very violently to it. And it's also about coming to terms with who you are as a person, and if you're not yourself, how that can have devastating consequences. And so it is a very surreal film as well. Halfway through, there is something that happens. There's a line of dialogue from a witch doctor that actually made me think of this movie on an upper level as far as an outer realm. And so it had that very dreamlike quality, but it was a dreamlike quality that was engulfed in depression, the very grey colour paletting, the very sombre music. It was a movie that was going to be very soul-searching. It was a movie that was going to force you to look at yourself as a person and how you react to difference as well. So when this man dresses up as this lady, the townspeople, this was society, and so they see something that's against society, so they're going to react in a way that's very confusing, and they're scared themselves. And that aggression, that act of aggression and violence is that scared, is that misunderstood sort of value, the confusion that was moulded in a ball of aggression. And that aggression I thought was very disturbing, it was very depressing. What happens to this man was extremely cruel, and I just thought as though this is something that happens in everyday life, but it moulds it in a way that I actually thought was very, very captivating. It was very trance-like. And so Russian cinema are very well known for this, and The Man Who Surprised Everyone is another example of fine Russian cinema. So the dialogue was absolutely fantastic. I thought the acting was second to none. Absolutely fantastic, especially from this main character. He's a park ranger. At the start of the movie, he's a man's man. He's a very tough guy. And as he's diagnosed with this cancer, then all of a sudden this is where the plot starts to thicken. When he dresses up as a woman, we initially think he's lost his mind because he has no real response to people. When his wife is talking to him, it seems as though he's completely blank. And so we get the impression, all right, he has lost his mind, but then we get the reason why he's dressed as this woman and the reason why he's putting himself in danger, and then all of a sudden we think as though, okay, this is a complex reaction to the news that he's received, which ultimately intensifies that feeling of depression, that feeling of hopelessness. And so I just thought as though this is a film that surprised me, to be honest, and it surprised my friend. When we were talking about it, she said that she didn't like the ending to start with, but then when we went back to talk about it, we actually made sense of that ending. And so these are films that I go for, is that you discuss things, and when you discuss and bounce ideas of each other, you start to get a different aspect of a film. You start to get a different reason as to this movie existing. And so when I went back to actually watch it again, I thought, all right, well, the ending makes sense. And the ending gives it that outer realm feeling, that very surreal feeling. So it's a very complex mix of emotions that The Man Who Surprised Everyone gives you. And if you are a fan of this type of cinema, then this is one that's going to impress you. It's another example of fine Russian cinema, so go out there and see it if this is the film for you. It's not going to be for everyone. As I said, it's a strange sort of film, but if you are into foreign cinema, it's definitely essential viewing. So overall, for The Man Who Surprised Everyone, I'm going to give this film 4 stars, challenging cinema at its best. Alright guys, that's it for my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, keep watching movies and I'll see you later. Bye.